Hello and welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video. We sell all the coolest Japanese collectibles straight out of Japan. Please check the description of this video for more details, including our Facebook page and our eBay store. So this video will just be looking at the Marshall D Teach SCultures Series 2 figure, which is the one you see in front of you. And unfortunately, it will just be a box review because we don't open figures just to review them. But I will show you quickly some of the other SCultures figures that are opened at the end, so you will see some open figures. But anyway, this series is, as I said, the SCultures or Colosseum. Sometimes people refer to it as the Colosseum series. And series, I think 4 they're up to, will actually start being released in a couple of weeks. So they are still releasing figures, but this one was series 2, so it was released probably around 2013, I'm guessing. And I really, I've reviewed quite a few of these figures actually in the series, and I'm really a big fan of the figures, just the quality and just the feel of them, and I really like the box artwork as well, and this is actually one of the best boxes, I think, of them all. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so there are actually, by my count, 3 fairly decent figures of Marshall D Teach. This is obviously one of them. Another one was in the DX series, which had all of the Shichibukai, and I've reviewed those as well, and I'll put a link in the description of this video for that. And then there was another one that was like a duel between Ace and Teach, or Kurohige, or Blackbeard, whatever you want to call him. So there's been 3, I'd say 3 figures released, and the Shichibukai one's good to get. I mean, they're all decent figures actually. They're all, they're all pretty decent, but the Shichibukai one's good if you want all of the 7 warlords, because they're all like the same size and the same base and that sort of thing, and that's a pretty decent figure. The one with Ace, I haven't actually made a video review of that one, but that looks pretty cool. It's got like energy waves and, well, would you call it energy waves? Like his sort of attack, his dark attack move, and that one looks pretty cool. But I'd probably say as an actual standalone figure, if you just want a figure of Marshall D Teach, I do believe that this one is the best in terms of quality and detail. So let me show you this one up close so you can believe me. So this is the front. So Marshall D Teach actually looks like a pretty traditional type of pirate. I mean, most of the pirates in One Piece, they don't really look like pirates, to be honest. But Teach very much is, just because of his hat and his coat, and he's got guns in his pocket and the jewels and everything. But this is, as I said, a really detailed figure. As you can see here on the side, you've got all his like sort of chest hair and all his jewels. They're quite shiny. You got liquor in his pants there. Probably showing a bit too much skin there, but anyway. And can we get a bit of a view of his rings? Yeah, so even like his rings, you can see, they're there, and quite a bit of detailing on them too. All that's nice and shiny. And, he obviously looks pretty attacking and menacing as well. You can always hear him cackling in his laugh. There's some information about the sculptor, the person who made it. You can see his eyes look pretty evil. So it really just sort of captured the moment pretty well, I think. And, yeah, we still don't actually know in the series what the D refers to, but we know that it's important for some unknown reason. But anyway, that's the Marshall D Teach figure. Probably one thing I'd complain a little bit about this figure, actually, and you can't really see it too well in the boxes, but the legs are actually quite small, and they're probably a bit unproportionally small. I guess in the series he sort of looks like that anyway. But it does look a little bit funny because he's got relatively, small legs and he's kind of like a big fat body on it. But as I said, that's how he sort of looks in the series. But that's one thing to note. He does sit, quite low. His sort of center of gravity is quite low because of his small feet. So, but as I said, I think in terms of like just raw detail and quality, I do think that this is the best Teach figurine that's been released. So yeah, and I did promise you at the start I'd very quickly show you some other figurines in this series, and I've reviewed these in separate videos, which again I'll put the links in the description of this one, or you can just go to our YouTube channel link, which is on all our videos. So that's Doflamingo, which is obviously one of the other Shichibukai, and that crocodile. So it's a pretty cool figure, and they all have similar design boxes. And then I even have a, I know he's not a, actually he is a Shichibukai, isn't he? I forgot about that. So I probably just spoiled it. I will say no more. This is Trafalgar Law, and he sort of goes along with the Doflamingo. They were separately, but obviously they fight together in a series, so you can combine those. So as I said, I'm a big fan of the SCultures series. Whoops, it's going a bit light. And the Marshall D Teach is certainly a good addition, you know, to that series. So if you do want to get the, as I said, there is a series that has all of the Shichibukai together, but I do feel the SCultures are better quality figures. But unfortunately, not all of the Shichibukai have, or I don't know what they call it in the English version, I guess they say 7 Warlords. Not all of them have a figurine in the SCultures series. For example, Boa Hancock doesn't, Jinbei doesn't, Bartholomew Kuma doesn't, and Gekko Moria doesn't. So, but there is one for obviously Teach, Crocodile, Doflamingo, and who's the other one? Give you one more. I'm missing one, but anyway. So, which I think are kind of the coolest Shichibukai anyway, right? Like Doflamingo and Crocodile are pretty cool, and obviously Teach. So the main ones do have the figures. So yeah, but anyway, so that's the Marshall D Teach SCultures Banpresto figure. Thank you very much for watching.